Hi, Setereh, Daphne here. I'm so glad you feel better, but I'm very, very sorry you missed your exam. What a bore. Really annoying. But what I suggest we work together to get this going, to get all your essays done before the exam comes up. So we can do that. It's no problem. Now, there's a problem in the length of your writing. So the task 2 is too long. I'm sending it back for you to edit, I'm afraid. You need to, it's not right for me to edit your ideas. It's important that you can edit your ideas. But let's look at this task 1. So you said you don't feel so confident in this. Let me try and help you. So, bar chart compares the sales of brown and black leather shoes in 9 European countries. Okay, that's absolutely fine. Polish people had the highest rate of more than 120 shoe sales. Now, you can say Poland had the highest rate with this number of sales, but Polish people don't have a rate. So you could say Polish people purchased the highest number. Okay, so purchased, and then you go into the highest number. It wouldn't be rate, you'd have to go the highest number. Of brown shoes. You don't need to necessarily give me the detail on the numbers here. You can, but I mean, it doesn't matter. Now, 125,000, it's not necessarily money. So, yes, you put K all the time, but I think you need to actually write the numbers, I'm afraid. So, followed by Hungary and Germany. Okay, well, Belgium's had a low of less than 10. Other 4 countries had a sale. Okay, on the other hand, now, let's start with overall. So, personally, I like to have this here. It doesn't really matter. I know Ben puts it at the end, but for me it's more logical as an intro. It really doesn't matter. Black shoes were the most and least popular in Hungary and France, making them stand on 2 sides of the popularity spectrum. The brown shoes, the maximum difference. Okay, that's quite an interesting point. My overall sentence, I would just give an overview. So my overall sentence, I say overall, the highest number of shoes were bought by Hungarians. So that's the highest number for both. Yeah. While the lowest number of shoes were purchased by Belgians, or the lowest preference was for brown shoes in Belgium. So you're making just a contrast between those big numbers and that small number. Okay. So I would just do something very general as my overall statement. Yes, you've got most and least popular in Hungary and France, but that's a slightly confusing already. I'm thinking, what? Keep it kind of relatively simple in the data that you're pulling out. You could bring that in later, but for an overall, it's just like an overview. What can you see? What can you see that's different or special or unusual? So here you're getting into detail. So Polo's purchased the highest number of brown pairs, followed by Hungary and Germany. Yeah, okay, that's absolutely fine. Belgians had the lowest rate, lowest purchase number, or we can mix this up. Belgians preferred or had least preference for brown. So be careful, think of the different ways that you can say this. Okay, so we have purchase number there. The other 4 countries had a sales rate or witness sales of, saw sales of or registered sales. So saw, you can have registered, recorded. Remember, it's a language exam, so the more language you can put in here, the better, obviously. Sales are between, yeah, okay, not per year in the given year, it's only that year. We don't use it, on the other hand, for task 1. So just you go instead in contrast. In contrast. Black leather popularity. So black leather shoe popularity. It's not just the leather, it's the shoe popularity had different proportions with 145. Yeah, okay. Had different proportions rather than with. You could have it ranging from 140 to just over 100. So you don't need to have every single number in here because that's quite a nice bit of language to put in there. Good, but that is fine otherwise. Well done, you're okay. Now, in Italy, Hungary and UK, people prefer to buy 20. Okay, I would just go sales of, and the UK, sales of black shoes were generally 20,000 higher than those of brown. So that is the kind of sentence that we're after. So we're comparing, yeah? So were higher than those of brown is a really neat way of comparing, yeah? So you've got this, which is fine. I mean, it's absolutely fine. Just that mine is just a little bit neater, yeah? And in Belgium, black shoes were sold, yes, were, okay, go put in here the subject, the number of black shoes sold was exceptionally high at 10 times more than brown. Good, okay? So you don't want that brown more than brown, and then you'd have to link this in here with whereas purchase rate of brown was considerably more than black by 2 folds. Okay, where goes the purchase rate of brown shoes, we'd have to go was because we've got rate was considerably more than black. Okay, rather than going was considerably more, you could have in here doubled or almost doubled that of the other countries. Yeah, oh sorry, that of black in, and then you give me the countries. Okay, so you can use this language. You've got twofold, which is good. I mean, that's absolutely fine, but you could just use double as well. But what is good, okay, you'd have to go times, really, probably not fold each time. What I think is good is that you're really trying to use those different structures of comparing. You're trying to use different words in here. So don't be scared of showing language is my sort of comment. You're using the same words all the time, rate or whatever, but use some more language and then that will get you more marks. Also, in terms of length, I'd stop at 170, especially if it's not your favourite one. Okay, do 170. Absolutely massive. You're on over 200. The more you remember, task 2 has a lot more marks than task 1. Okay, so not bad on that one. I'll give you a link and then look forward to getting your task 2 later. Thank you.